a great day.
SYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
We made it. Good morning. It is 5 o'clock. You got Rachel and Ryan with you on this Friday. Kate has the morning off, so we're hanging out with Carson today.
It's not just any Friday. It's Friday the 13th, by the way.
Oh, yes, you did mention that.
I did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we're waking up to snow. So there you go.
Well, it's mid-March. We knew, the roller coaster of March, Carson.
Yeah. Continues.
Yeah, fake spring done and over with. At least for now. We've got temperatures actually at least for one day next week in the 60s. How's that for a tease? We'll show you the 7-day coming up in just a bit. For now, we start with what's going on right now. A few lingering flurries out there on the radar picture close to Syracuse and up toward portions of the North Country as well. Those will gradually taper, but we're not done with precipitation, though, after we get past this morning. Our Clipper system rolling in later this afternoon with some snow and some rain showers. Temperatures upper teens for some, low to mid-20s for many, including 27 at the airport in Syracuse, where we're still anticipating a high temperature today to reach the 30s to near 40. That's why I'm thinking across the lower terrain as that precipitation develops, it's going to go from snow over to some rain, but where we see that snow persist the longest, it's going to be across our higher terrain areas, in particular the Tug Hill Plateau, where we've got winter storm warnings up from 11 this morning through 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Could be talking about some spots seeing more than 8 inches of new snow accumulation today and tonight. We'll show you the snowfall map and show you that 7-day forecast with some warmer weather news coming up for you just a bit.
It's always a good idea to have the Storm Team app on your phone so you can always be weather ready. Scan that QR code right now. You can also go to the App Store and Google Play Store as well.
Law enforcement.
Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
5:12 is the time on this early Friday morning. As you take a live look outside at Linden Corners, notice a few flakes in the air. Yes, we made that return to chillier conditions yesterday. Got a Clipper system in store today. These lingering flakes you're seeing right now, I think, should gradually taper. We'll get a little bit of dry time in the mix here as we head through later this morning. Potentially even a breaker peak of sunshine before our next system gets set to roll on in. See some of those flurries lingering here on the radar picture close to Syracuse, likewise up toward Watertown and the North Country. Again, I think these should come to an end largely here as we continue through the next few hours before this, our Clipper system back to the west rolls on in. That doesn't arrive, though, until later on this afternoon. So I think, again, that brief window of dry time going to last up through about lunchtime. Then we'll start to find some snow and rain showers inbound here across central New York. Temperature-wise right now, it's chilly, 27 in Syracuse and Skaneateles, 28 degrees in Sodus and Fulton, 26 degrees up in Watertown. Zoom in, take a closer look at some of the New York State Mesonet reporting sites. A few areas like Redfield and Woodgate actually starting the day in the teens. However, temperatures expected to climb up into the 30s for many, close to 40. Syracuse points south and west. That's why, again, I think while the higher terrain zones are going to see mainly just some snow today, we will see that transition over to some rain take place for areas like Syracuse. Even though temperatures climb into the 30s to near 40, the wind is going to start to howl once again, especially during the midday in the afternoon, with occasional gusts here in Syracuse between 25 and 30 miles per hour. Winds today and tonight could occasionally gust upward of 45 or 50 miles per hour west of Syracuse, where we have wind advisories going into effect early this afternoon, lasting into the day on Saturday. Timecast, here we are by 7 o'clock this morning. Clouds, potentially, again, a little bit of sunshine towards sunrise. Couple lingering flurries gradually tapering. A bit of dry time builds in. And I think we are still mainly dry by the time we see you again at noon. Just mostly cloudy skies. Snow overspreads the area, mixing in with changing over to a little bit of rain as the afternoon progresses here as temperatures Syracuse points south and west climb into the 30s to near 40 degrees. Then we all go back over to seeing just some snow showers area-wide as we head through the overnight. Snow showers expected to linger through at least the first half or so of the day on Saturday as well. So if you're headed out to the St. Patrick's Parade, stepping off at noon tomorrow downtown, there will be some snow around, temperature around the freezing mark. West wind, though, 20 miles per hour or so, making it feel more like 20 degrees. So make sure you bundle up. I will say this, though, improving conditions are expected as we head deeper through tomorrow afternoon. Snow showers gradually tapering on off, even a little bit of partial sunshine potentially mixing in to end the day. New snowfall amounts. This map map takes us from midday today through midday tomorrow. For many, slushy coating to an inch or two, including here in Syracuse. 2 to 4 inches of accumulation possible across the southern hills. And then 8 to 12 plus new inches of snow, potentially up toward the Tug Hill Plateau into the Adirondacks. Again, that takes us through midday tomorrow. Snow showers gradually taper off during the afternoon. Next system brings us snow going over to some rain with temperatures in the 40s on Sunday. Rain and windy, highs, believe it or not, in the low 60s on Monday. 20s again, though, by Tuesday.
Right now it is 5:16. We're looking.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
5:24 on this early Friday morning. We've got some flurries in the air here across East Syracuse. We'll take a live look at our roof cam atop our Newschannel line studios. Current temperature 27 degrees, west-southwest wind 9 miles per hour, making it feel more like 18. And guess what? Those gusty winds getting set to make a return trip to Central New York's forecast heading through today. Radar picture showcasing those few lingering flakes right now. Those should taper, a bit of a lull in precipitation later this morning, maybe a touch of sunshine too before our next clipper system rolls in, bringing some snow, some rain showers to the area. Highs today in the 30s to near 40. If you see a little bit of rain like here in Syracuse develop later on today, we all go back to snow tonight, coating to an inch or two of new snow accumulation for many, including Syracuse by noon tomorrow. 8 to 12 inches for the Tug Hill. Believe it or not, even though we'll get through, have to get through today, have to get through the snow, 8 to 12 inches, by the way, of snow for some spots up on the Tug Hill. Not everybody. Then 60s by early next week again. So the roller coaster ride just continues. You know how it goes this time of year in Central New York, and the forecast in the short term, no different. Radar pictures showing a few flakes in the air right now near the Syracuse area, points south out toward the eastern Finger Lakes. Likewise up toward Watertown, Fort Drum, parts of the North Country, a few flakes in the air. Really shouldn't have any major impact, though, on your morning commute. Temperature-wise right now, it's chilly, upper teens, low to mid-20s for many, couple spots, upper 20s from Fulton to Skaneateles to Sodus right now. Believe it or not, high temperatures, going to be close to 40, we think, here in Syracuse this afternoon. That's why we're thinking as our next clipper system rolls on in midday in the afternoon, we're going to go from snow over to some rain across the lower terrain, but where snow is the most persistent precipitation type, I'm thinking all snow up toward the Tug Hill Plateau. That's where we've got winter storm warnings posted. Jefferson, Lewis, Oswego counties from 11 o'clock this morning through 2 p.m. tomorrow. During that same time frame, a winter weather advisory is up for northern Oneida County. Again, talking about 8 to 12 plus new inches of snow for the Tug Hill Plateau over into parts of the Adirondacks. Lesser amounts outside of that area, including here in Syracuse. Keep it here. We'll show you the snowfall map and preview those warmer temperatures next week coming up in just a bit.
All right, we saw the map. You're going to see someone's hand here in just a second wiping off the windshield. There you are.
Oh, nice nails.
Your nails are on point there, Rachel, this morning. Yeah, so some of you will be waking up with a light dusting of snow.
Not to worry, though. It is the fluffy kind, more like dust, and you can wipe it right off like you just saw there. Still, it might be a bit of a surprise for those of you waking up today, and consider it a little preview of what's to come for those in the higher elevation areas. South and east of Syracuse could see as much as 2 to 4 inches of snow by midday tomorrow. In true Central New York fashion, that 70-degree warmth we had for 3 straight days chopped in half this morning. You're looking live there at Linden Corners, and you can see the fresh coating of snow there on the side, too. Already off the roads, though, very quickly.
Yeah, well, the pavement temperatures are warm, which is helping, obviously, melt it. And we're so used to this, but you know what? It's still like, ugh. Especially when you had the 70-degree weather.
It's the whiplash. It's the whiplash that's tough.
Whiplash. You know what? Because we get winter whiplash around here, it's always a good idea to have that Storm Team app on your phone so you can always be weather ready. Scan that QR code right now on your screen or search WSYR in the App Store or Google Play.
We'll start the morning with new.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
5:43. Good Friday morning once again, Central New York. Another live look outside for you this time using our roof cam here atop our Newschannel line studios in East Syracuse. Notice, yes, a few flakes in the air. May have to brush a little bit of light snow off your car on your way out and about this morning because, got a few lingering flurries on the radar picture close to Syracuse out toward the eastern Finger Lakes near Ithaca, Cortland, Norwich. A couple of flakes in the air up toward Watertown, Fort Drum, parts of the North Country as well. I think these lingering flurries right right now, kind of taper on off. We get a little bit of dry time in the mix, maybe a break or peak of sunshine this morning before our next system. That's a clipper back to the west, gets set to roll on in later on this afternoon, bringing us some snow and some rain showers, because temperatures right now that are in the 20s going to become 30s to near 40 later on this afternoon. We're 27 at the airport in Syracuse, mostly in the 20s here on the New York State Mesonet reporting sites. A few spots in the teens, though. Look at Redfield, 16 degrees at this hour. There you see those highs for today, 30s to around 40 degrees. So we're thinking mainly just some snow across the higher terrain, snow mixing in with and changing over to some rain here later this afternoon for places like Syracuse with that high at 40 degrees. Even though temperatures are going to be in the 30s to near 40, the wind is going to start to kick up again as well today, gusting upward of 30 miles per hour at times in Syracuse, keeping those wind chill values, those feels like temperatures in the 20s to near 30, but could even feel a little bit colder west of Syracuse as we see those winds ramping up, occasionally gusting upward of 45 or 50 miles per hour. That's where wind advisories are posted for Cayuga, Wayne, Seneca, and Tompkins counties through the day tomorrow. Timecast, here we are by 7 o'clock this morning. Let's take you hour by hour. Not much going on by this point. Couple lingering flurries, clouds giving way to a little bit of partial sunshine near and just after sunrise, but cloud cover will be on the increase here. We're mostly cloudy, but still mainly dry by noon. Precipitation starts to overspread. Initially, some wet, slushy snow, and again, mixing in with changing over to a little bit of rain across the lower terrain. Raining snow across our higher terrain zones like the Tug Hill Plateau, the Adirondacks in particular, as we head through this afternoon. Heading into this evening and tonight, rain goes over to all snow showers here. We still remain seeing just snow across the higher terrain areas, and that snow not done just yet. Waking up to some snow showers here first thing Saturday morning, even by noontime as the parade steps off of downtown Syracuse. Temperatures only close to the freezing mark, feeling much colder though. Look at the wind chill at 20 degrees with some snow in the air. Make sure you bundle up if you're headed to the parade. The good news though, if there is any for tomorrow, gradually improving conditions with snow showers tapering and a little bit of sunshine breaking out as we head through the afternoon. What do we think in terms of total snowfall amounts? This map takes us from noon today through noon tomorrow. For many of us, like here in Syracuse, again, where the rain is going to mix in, keeping those accumulations down to a coating to a slushy inch or two. 2 to 4 inches of snow possible for the higher terrain south and east of Syracuse. But again, those jackpot totals, 8 to 12 plus new inches of snow going to be found up toward the Tug Hill Plateau and parts of the western Adirondacks again through noon tomorrow. Temperatures only in the 30s, feeling colder on your Saturday, though, with that gusty breeze continuing. 40s here. Snow goes over to some rain showers on Sunday. Then we're briefly in the low 60s. It stays windy. Some rain here on Monday, transitioning back over to snow showers as temperatures plunge into the 20s on Tuesday.
In today's Tech Bite,
SYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
good morning. Welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Friday, the 13th.
Is that your spooky fingers?
Those are my spooky fingers.
Very nice.
Ryan and Rachel with you today. Kate has the morning off.
Yeah, some of you might be waking up, looking at Carson's forecast and saying, nope, back to bed I go.
Yeah, you can swing it. I would.
Yeah. All right, Carson. Clipper Carson's in this morning with some more bad news.
I know, more bad
Becoming a
news. A bit of a spooky Friday the 13th forecast for you here today. You're waking up, as Ryan and Rachel mentioned, to a few flakes in the air. May have to brush off the car before you head out and about this morning. Live look at the radar picture showing a few of those lingering flurries close to Syracuse. Likewise up toward Watertown, Fort Drum, parts of the North Country as well. Those will taper before our next Clipper system, yes, builds in with some more snow and rain later this afternoon. Temperatures 20s for most right now. We are on our way up into the 30s to near 40 degrees, so at least a seasonable day today temperature-wise in Syracuse. As that snow overspreads the area, we'll start to find it mix in with and change over to some rain this afternoon across the lower elevations, while the higher terrain zones like the Tug Hill Plateau and the Adirondacks in particular find it just snow. And that's why we've got winter storm warnings posted. Jefferson, Lewis, Oswego counties, 11 o'clock this morning through 2 tomorrow afternoon. And a winter weather advisory up for that same time frame for northern Oneida County. Could be talking about 8+ inches of snow up on the Tug Hill Plateau by midday tomorrow. Lesser amounts outside of that, slushy coating to an inch or two, we think, for many, like here in Syracuse. We'll talk more about the snow, have the snowfall map, the parade forecast, and a peek at some 60s returning next week. It's all coming up in just a bit.
Well, as we go up and down the March roller coaster, always a good idea to have the Storm Team app on your phone so you can always be weather ready. Scan that QR code right now on your screen. You can also find it in the App Store and Google Play.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Coming up on 6:13, may have to brush off a little bit of snow off the car before you head out and about this morning, like dusting in spots overnight, like here at our studios in East Syracuse. Still a few flakes in the air, mainly east of I-81 here in Central New York. Those continue to fizzle on out. Likewise, up across the far north country. I think we get a little bit of dry time in here briefly this morning, maybe a glimpse or two of sunshine before this clipper system that's back to the west rolls on in, bringing us mainly snow showers, but also some chilly raindrops in the mix across the lower terrain, like here in Syracuse for a time later on this afternoon. Certainly chilly right now. 20s across most of Central New York, 26 at the airport right now in Syracuse, 23 in Watertown and Rome, Hamilton as well. 25, good morning to you down in both Ithaca and Cortland. High temperatures for today, 30s for many, near 40 here in Syracuse, 41 in Ithaca and Waterloo, 40 in Sodus and Penn Yan for today. So that's why we're thinking at the lower terrain zones, they get a little bit milder. We'll see some rain mixing in with the snow later today, but across those higher terrain areas, Tug Hill Plateau up into the Adirondacks as well in particular, that's where snow is going to persist and really stack up once again later today and tonight. Yes, temperatures may be climbing into the 30s to around 40 today, but it's not going to feel like it, more like the 20s to near 30 when you factor in that gusty breeze picking up again upward of 30 miles per hour times in Syracuse. You can even find some occasional gusts later today and tonight of 45 or 50 miles per hour, where we have wind advisories posted for areas to the west. Let's take you through it on our timecast, hour by hour. Again, lingering flurries, snow shower activity continuing to fizzle, so we're actually mainly dry as we head through much of the rest of this morning. A little bit of sunshine giving way to increasing clouds once again. Still dry, though, it looks like for most by noon. That snow just to our west, though, that'll get set to overspread the area, and as those temperatures climb again into the 30s to near 40, a little bit of rain mixing in with that snow here in Syracuse Point south and west, while snow, again, the predominant precipitation type across our higher terrain zones. Any rain, snow mix goes back over to all snow as temperatures drop back into the 20s to around or just above 30 across central and northern New York later tonight and into tomorrow. By tomorrow morning, we're still not done with the precipitation. Some lingering snow showers expected through at least the first half of the day tomorrow. That means we do expect some flakes to be flying in the air here in downtown Syracuse. Temperature around the freezing mark at noon tomorrow. That wind will be howling as well, making it feel more like the teens to near 20 degrees. Make sure you bundle up if you're headed down to the parade. The good news, though, if there is any tomorrow, improving conditions. A little bit of sunshine breaking out tomorrow afternoon as we find those snow showers gradually start to wind on down. In terms of total snowfall amounts from noon today through noon tomorrow, slushy coating to an inch or two again. Nothing major in terms of accumulation for many here, including in Syracuse. 2 to 3, locally 4 inches of slushy snow across the hills south of the Syracuse area as we head up toward the Tug Hill Plateau into the Adirondacks, though. 8 to 12 inches of snow. Some spots up that way could see locally over a foot of new snow accumulation, believe it or not, again, through midday tomorrow. 30s feeling more like the 20s, though, at best for the day tomorrow. Back into the mid-40s. Our next system brings us snow transitioning over to some rain on Sunday, and then fake spring 2.0. 62, windy with some rain on Monday. Right back to reality. 20s and 30s again by the middle of next week.
Wow.
You know, everybody's fighting colds, too, because
I know.
we always
Just
say
up and down.
Up and down.
Yes,
and the clock change. It's not your fault, Carson. We know you're just here delivering a message.
Bring Kate back.
That's it.
That's not. There's no campaign going on. She's home with sick kids.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.